So this is my final project on multimedia and graphic systems application, and I'm going to talk about HIV awareness. So what is AIDS? AIDS is an infectious disease caused by human immunodeficiency viruses. HIV is an RNA virus which belongs to a family of viruses called Retroviridae. It is believed the virus was transmitted to humans through the eating of monkey meat, which was infected with simian immunodeficiency virus, otherwise known as SIV. Thereafter, the virus or SIV mutated to HIV. There are theories that explain how HIV was transmitted, and one of these theories is the hunter's theory, whereby it's believed that the monkeys contained the SIV virus, which when human beings ate these monkeys, they would be able to contract the infection. How is HIV AIDS transmitted? HIV can be transmitted through the following ways. 1. It can be transmitted if you have unprotected sex with an infected person. 2. It can be transmitted from an infected mother to her baby, that is mother-to-child transmission during birth, if at all it is not protected. Another one, it can also be transmitted through sharing of HIV-contaminated sharps such as needles and razor blades. Again, it can also be transmitted through transfusion of infected blood and blood products. Who are the risk population? These are people who have a high probability of contracting the disease, and the first one in this list are commercial sex workers. The other one are those who inject drugs using the intravenous method. And the other group that is also at a very high risk are the healthcare workers who handle these patients that are infected with the disease. What are some of the common opportunistic infections? Opportunistic infections are these infections which come as a result of low immunity that is brought about by the infection, that is HIV. And the first infection is the pneumocystic jirovecii pneumonia. Another one is Candida albicans infections of the mouth, esophagus, vagina, and the lungs. Another one is the cytomegalovirus enteritis and pneumonitis. Another one is atypical mycobacterial infection caused by Mycobacterium avium intracellular of the gastrointestinal tract. We also have the Cryptococcus neoformans meningitis, and the last one is Cryptosporidium enteritis. Now, there are also certain myths about HIV and AIDS, and the first one I would like to talk about here is the one that is said that mosquitoes can be able to spread HIV, and that is not true because HIV cannot be transmitted by mosquitoes. Another myth is that if I'm HIV positive, my life is over. That's not true, because if you're HIV positive, you can be given the antiretroviral drugs which can be able to prolong your life as long as you take those drugs as prescribed by the health personnel. Another myth is that there is no need to practice safe sex if one is already infected. There is need in that even if you are infected and to engage in unsafe sex, you can still contract a different strain of the virus that you didn't have, and this can cause your condition to become worse. Again, if you don't practice safe sex, it means that you'll be able to spread the virus to other people who are not infected, and this will bring about very many people being infected with the disease. Then what are some of the facts about HIV and AIDS? That the first one is that no insect can transmit HIV. The virus lives only for a short time inside an insect. Besides that, antiretroviral drugs allow HIV positive people to live a long, productive life. Then finally, engaging in unprotected sex, even if you're already infected, is risky. You can acquire different clades of the virus, which might be resistant to the ARVs you are using. Then how can we keep away from HIV? So the first thing is to practice safe sex at all times by using a condom. in that you cannot be able to know the person's status unless you test. The second one is by avoiding having multiple sex partners. So ensure that you have at least one sex partner whom you have to be very faithful to. Then you should also avoid sharing personal items such as toothbrush, things like needles and razor blades. So what's my parting shot is that aid skills, and let's be aware of this very deadly disease. Jichunge na jilinde dhidi ya ugonjwa wa ukimwi. Asanteni. Thank you very much for listening and for watching.